Ade Obi Sayin, the chosen, the avenger, the one and only true assassin. Let's get into this thing. So, it's very important to understand, like, when you're dealing with people, these past few weeks and years of the past and things to come forward, you realize when you meet individuals, whatever that standard may be, is that you're going to find yourself with clarity and understanding that people are not who they say they are. You got to remember, people have not done what you've done, which is the work, the inner work, shadow work, being a better version of yourself, being grateful, leaning unto God and not taking bribes and not selling a soul and not getting paid off to play a certain role. You got to remember how important you are to the Most High. The Most High loves us dearly. You know what I mean? If He didn't, these people had the chance to do all the crazy stuff that they attempted to do, or even the things that we were participating, not knowing that we were participating in. Um, that comes from just being a good person and being kind and being generous and loving and nurturing. That just comes, with the territory where people feel that you're a weak person. You're not weak at all. You really got more strength and power that they don't even have, that they cannot do. You know what I mean? So there's clarity and understanding that one of the most important things when you meet individual, for whatever their circumstance may be, you must evaluate their mental state. You must evaluate the pressure that is in all our lives, who can actually bust pipes. And everybody cannot bust pipes. So when you're dealing with people, you're going to get a great version of who they truly are based on situations, circumstances, conversations, reciprocation, the consistency. These are things that you will get to evaluate, to look at, along with many other different things. But you'll find yourself, importantly, to understand that when you see these signs of individuals showing you that this is who they are, you must guaranteed leave the circumstances at hand. I don't care what it is. I know some people feel like when you have children with people that you must stay in the situation. No, it's a no-no, because for the simple fact, you're allowing that child to see something that he or she doesn't deserve to see. Children are desired to see nothing but passion and love and nurturing that they deserve. Even though you did not get it as a kid, here's the opportunity to give your kids the opportunity to have what you didn't get. I know a lot of people like to buy shoes and sneakers and clothes and all of that. That's not making a child happy at all. So you have to understand that, importantly, it's important for you to be that best role model for them, because if you don't be that important role model for them, then you're leaving them for society to make that decision. And we all know that we've all experienced where we didn't get that nurturing from mothers, that we stepped out in the world. A lot of people indulge in a lot of sex, alcohol, a lot of hanging around the wrong crowd, in and out of jail. You had people living from pillar to post, which that means just living from one place to another, never taking accountability to get his or her own. You know what I'm saying? Taking accountability with responsibility. So, at the end of the day, that's what's important. But chosen, you have to understand that you're gonna have people like trolls, all this crazy stuff that people are they're either bored in their life or they're getting paid to do what they're doing. But see, here's the thing about the payment. The payment ain't even worth it. It's not even helping them get ahead. It's not even helping them get by. It's doing nothing for them. And see, as I was having this conversation, Most High was just telling me all kinds of different messages for people and stuff like that. And you know, you just got a lot of people out here that call themselves chosen, but they ain't been through nothing. Like they are using other people or other people's energy to get what they want. Like we are doing this because we're called to do it. We're not doing this to get nothing out of it. You know what I'm saying? We don't live in no fancy house, and for some of the chosen don't. And for some of us who have had the fancy houses, cars, whatever, we already understand why it's been stripped, because we're willing not to conform. See, there's a scripture that God was showing me that I always speak about every now and then, which is Proverbs chapter 1. And to make the short version of that, in chapter 1, it talks about many people are going to seek the Most High when that time comes, which many people do it. You know, God, please forgive me. Please help me, God. Please let me get out of this situation. I won't do it no more. But people continually to do it again. Now, remember, at some point, we did the same thing, but we have finally made that final decision not to do any of those things anymore, because we understood playing with God was the wrong thing. We also understood that men, family, relatives, homeboy, homegirl, stranger is not going to be the one that's going to save you from a lot of severe circumstances, even regular, normal circumstances. So we realized that. So that what made us stop doing that. That what made us stop playing on the Most High's top. You feel me? So you got a lot of people like to play on people's top. You know what I noticed about other weak people in the world that chosen are not weak is that when it's time for us to deal with the repercussions, we own up to our shit and we handle that shit. We deal with it. We learn the lesson. We move on. We don't use excuses. We don't manipulate and deceive and lie to ourselves or lie to other people to make ourselves feel better, or we find in the next victim, you know what I'm saying, to actually bounce on in their life to make them feel bad because we want to feel good from this bad moment that we're feeling. So we already understand there's a lot of weak vessels out here. And you got to remember, chosen, you can't save these people. These people don't want to be saved. These people want to be in the place where they're at. They love it where they're at. They got nothing going on. When I say nothing going on, most of these people don't even have a bank account. You see what I'm saying? Some basic, simple things that you should have. A lot of these people don't even have a place to stay that they, or ever had a place to stay that they can say they had their own. They had other people's things and stuff that other people have gotten them. But remember, the difference between you and them, you're willing to do whatever it takes, not the wrong thing, but whatever it takes as the righteous thing to actually obtain what it is. So therefore, you know that you in sync, not only with the universe, but also the truth to yourself, regardless of all the lies and deception that people are going to do when it come down to speaking about or your name in their mouth towards others. They're going to speak to other people that don't even have no clue about you, but because they all are low vibrational entities / humans, they're going to continuously to indulge in these different type of activities because it makes them feel good, but they have no substantial evidence of nothing. And even if those who do have some substantial evidence of something, you got to realize it's the past. It has nothing to do with the present. But you'll find them same people, they will never expose themselves to other people that they're trying or striving to increase the growth of whatever they're trying, their movement will be. You can call it a lot of names, but it's still irrelevant. So, you know, just remember, stay in tune with the Most High, stay in tune with yourself, and let people fall as they're supposed to, like towers, or let them flop like feathers like a bird. Because what's meant for you is meant for you, and what's not meant for you is not meant for you, and you have to accept that. You know, you're going to have a lot of people come in, gaslight you, love bomb you. They're going to do all that stuff, you know what I mean? Because they're trying to figure out how they can feel good about themselves, but they're going the wrong way about it. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to keep being the greater version of yourself. You got to remember also, as these people continuously waste all this energy and time doing what they're doing, whether it's the elite sending them, whoever sending them, doesn't even matter. You got to remember, they're going to be stuck where they're at while you're still progressing, while you're still moving forward. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. And this is how you confirm this is the fact. The fact of the matter is, Who's going to stop the Most High? Not one person, not one entity, not one conjure. Nothing can stop the Most High. Whatever's ordained, whatever's meant to be will be. Don't matter how many setback, delays, manipulation, magic, whatever, illusions, whatever. None of that shit is over the Most High. I don't give a fuck who said it is. Prove it. Prove it. Nobody can prove it. But what I'm saying is, it's a fact and it's proven. At this point, for example, don't even supposed to be right here where I'm at, but I'm here. It's not based on no man or woman. It's based on the Most High. It ain't based on somebody throwing a bag of money in my duffel bag or something like that, or somebody pulling up and say, hey, yo, man, I got this right here for you. This for you. You feel me? Because you solid. People are intimidated by people who are solid because it makes them have to be solid when they're not solid. That's why you find negative people versus positive people, they don't get along. It ain't the positive people don't get along with the negative. It's just that the positive people are not accepting shenanigans and bullshit. Nobody accepting none of that. Don't have to. We already know people that are negative, they are suffering in silence. No matter how loud their car is, their house, their clothing, their cologne, their perfumes, any of that. We already understand that. But to the universe and to the Most High, it stinks. So people are very focused on what everybody else has to say or think about them. But the chosen, we're not focused on any of that because it's irrelevant. It's not adding anything to our life, so we're not focused on that. We ain't worried about all the blockages that be set up for us not to have this and have that. We're content. You know what I'm saying? So when you have, crazy, man, that message of 30 to 40 witches and warlocks is crazy. That you got to fight one chosen and you still can't win. Yo, you can't make it up. You can't make it up because I'm one of them, and I'm sitting here like people really may be clueless of what we're talking about, but the more you stay in tune, the more you keep watching and listening, the more you're gonna be like, okay, we on to something. Like, okay, I didn't know nothing about this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we not interested in distractions and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So because distraction does nothing for anybody. They don't even do anything for the individual paying attention to us. We are a distraction to other people, while we're not even looking for those people who's looking for us. So, you know, but he chats me crazy. I said I go turn them off, but I ain't gonna turn them off because I like to see the hilarious things that people put in the chat, because it just lets me know your intellect is not heightened at all. And a lot of people don't understand that 50% based off survey, not based off what I said, but you can see it when you meet people and have a conversation, that the IQ is below, 70 to 75% of the world IQ is below 50. That's bad. So, you know, people in these mixed match, you know what I'm saying, connections, rather relationship, conversation, groupies, groups. I sympathize it that way because they don't need to extend it. But the point is that people are in these different groups and not none individual has any leadership or knowing or any sense of direction. Man, I tell you, I didn't get on here to be on here a long time because my energy is very important and people either get it or they don't. But, you know, Chosen, you got to realize that people who want to play games with you, the waiting game, or I'm going to come back around, or I'm going to ignore the past, what they've done to you, you need to still remember what they said and what they done, and you also need to remember and know that what God revealed to you and the things you didn't hear, the fucked up shit that people were saying about you behind your back and the plots that they were planning. You got to remember that God reveals things that people don't understand, that they think that you would not even acknowledge. You got to remember that. You got to remember that people want that another go round or that second go round. You feel me? They want another shot because they missed their mark, and they want to make sure that second round or even beyond that, as many as you give them or allow them, they want that opportunity to fuck your life up because they want your life fucked up like theirs. See, you know, people who spend a lot of time trying to fuck other people's life up, that lets you know they don't have no life of their own. That's how you know, importantly, clothes, makeup, haircuts, cars, having going these different type of trips, or having this or having that. It just shows you that it's meaningless, because if it meant anything, people wouldn't spend energy focused on what you have and don't have and what you got going on and why you this and why you that and how did you get this and how you get that. It's none of their business. Forget talking about what it is and why you got it and when you get it. It's just none of their business. It's not like they're hunting you down to actually expose their business. They're not exposing their dark secrets. You know, the problem with a lot of people, man, who are sneaky, they just feel like they can get away with it. Like, God loves his people now. Don't get it twisted. But a lot of people do get it twisted. If you think by you doing something behind somebody's back that the Most High is not going to give them this emotion or a change of heart, or have them in their head about you as an individual evaluating you, you done lost your damn rabbit ass mind. There's no way that the Most High is going to allow anyone, especially at this point, to come in any chosen life to disrupt their life when they're not even doing it their damn self. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, make it make sense. There's no way. It don't matter how much money you got. It don't matter how many people you think that's up for the job, that you think can complete the job. Everybody want a shot at the chosen, but everybody who took a shot at the chosen, they're losing. They lost. They're karma. Bad. Ain't nobody can save them. The devil can't save them. A ritual can't save them. Nobody's prayer can save them. Them surrounding themselves around a group of people can't save them. Nobody can save them. It's a wrap. It's over. God gonna let you deal with the seeds that you sow, and then you can have that conversation where you can make amends and start over and strive to do the better things in life. I'm not gonna talk about no right things, because there's righteousness. Right just don't mean it's necessarily right. Like, a lot of people attack the chosen as it's right. Chosen ain't even thinking about half of these people, unknown people at that's thinking more about them. But, you know, egotistically and arrogance and cockiness and the fact that these people have accomplished many different things by attacking weak people, realize that everybody on the planet is not as weak as they think. There's a thing that people still fail to realize, that you don't know what type of protection or spiritual protection that people have. See, we were the test. We is the test, and people fail. Rather just coming in being nice and kind, or getting a prayer answered, or getting healed, or getting a sense of direction. People like to be misled by misleading ass people. Their prerogative. I'm nonchalant with all of this, because ain't no need of being that nurturing to hard-headed ass people. You got some grown ass people just fucking hard-headed. We all don't know everything. But you got motherfuckers out here that think they know everything, and they keep bumping their motherfucking head against the wall, and then they looking around to see who they can point the finger at as it's his or her fault. It ain't nobody else's fault but your fault. It don't matter if you don't take accountability. The actions of it makes you take accountability because the situation is present to the fact that you see it. There's no way around it, internally and externally. So it don't matter if you continuously to blame other people that it's their fault. It's your fault. The results of your life on a day-to-day basis is your fault. So some people gonna be offended, some people gonna be inspired by a motherfucker really getting on their ass for them to be better. Who gives a fuck? All the motherfuckers in your circle, they ain't telling you how to be better. They're cheering you on to keep staying in fucked up situations over and over and over and over. You telling me that's solid? You telling me that's real? But ain't nothing real about that. But the reality of is truthful to see that the results of circumstances are crucial. That's the only thing you see. The only thing. I don't know who this David McDonald dude is. He always talking about weed. I don't smoke weed. First of all, I don't even drink. Second of all, I don't have jaundice. I don't have no disease. I'm not sick. I'm HIV free. I'm celibate free. I'm not a toxic, low vibrational person. I'm consistent. I'm elite. The real elite, not this old ass white man and black man and all these old ass people talking about they the elite and they run the world. They don't run shit. Because if they run the world, why the fuck they not controlling me? How come they not taking me out like they've been trying to? They ain't took out not one chosen individual. Even if a chosen makes a mistake, God's right there to lift us right up out of it. And people hate that shit, but oh well. And a lot of these motherfuckers won't even face us face to face. So you weak as fuck. I know a motherfucker that got a problem with me that faced me face to face. I already know what I'm capable of doing. I don't even got to talk about it. I already know what I'm capable of doing. So I'm not worrying about who worrying about me. People need to be worrying about themselves and what's to come. People haven't even seen nothing yet. God been giving people countless days and weeks and years to get it right. And people just like, nah, I'm just going to wait till I get ready to die, or it seems like I'm about to die, or I die and I cross over on the other side. That's when I'm a beg God, please have mercy on me. Man, the most I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. I'm trying to hear none of them excuses because, see, this is what fuck people up. What messed people up is the fact that they end up thinking that they got it all figured out, but they don't have it all figured out because you trying to one up the Most High. Because your mind, rather to say, is more like, oh, I got away with this with such and such and such and such, and I can do this with humans. The Most High is not a human. I'm talking about an immortal being. But anywho and anyhow, yeah, I just want to get on here, man. Yeah, we're gonna switch this energy up a little bit, man. I'm gonna have to bring the energy on here like I've done in other streams and stuff like that, because people got the game messed up. But you keep voting and you keep on following that trail that leads to nothingness. And yeah, we want our spot though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we already know. We know the truth. We know our spot been stolen. So I know a lot of people look up the people who have a lot of money, cars, and all that stuff. Our spot been took it. But we coming to get our spot. I already had said something about that money, that a lot of people in certain places around the world continuously to ignore, but they are realizing those bank accounts that they have is being depleted, and the Most High gonna take every bit of it, and you're never gonna get it again. By the time the Most High finish with the people on this planet, because some of us chosen people, we can't reach some of the other people because they're hiding. They're not as bold as they claim to be, and how they make all these decisions behind the scenes and stuff like that. The Most High said, I'll take care of them. You ain't even got to worry about it. I got them. And all these witches and warlocks who just out here practicing all this dark magic when you could be practicing helping people get healed and help people really be in the right relationship and help people really find love and a lot of other stuff. You rather get paid a bunch of money to go try to break somebody up or break somebody up in a relationship so they can have that person, or tell them to do some type of love spell on somebody so you can have them, but you ain't telling the repercussions of the universal laws or the laws of forcing people against their own will. That's how you know relationships are not genuine, when you got men and women doing this. Just doing spells. Then you got to keep paying all this money to keep doing these spells over and over and over and over until you end up in a grave somewhere or the hospital. See, people like to hide a lot of stuff. They don't like to tell their side of the story. They like to only tell one side of the story. They don't like to tell the truth. The truth is what's going to set you free, because you're no longer burdened by it. I don't understand why people like to tell lies. And shouts out to them funky ass exes, you feel me? For the divine feminine and masculine. Them exes just can't leave you alone, but they say you ain't shit. But they still got your name in their mouth. Them ex-friends, they say you ain't shit, but they still got your name in their mouth. And it's been days, weeks, months, years that y'all have even seen or even dealt with each other, but they can't keep your name out their mouth. So you doing something right, Chosen. Keep doing what you doing. Keep staying solid. Keep having faith. Stay prayed up. Stay efficient. Stay official. And fuck what everybody else think. Because what they think is irrelevant. And what they think, they don't even know have any sense of direction for their own life. So why would anybody listen to them besides those who are on the same frequency? You just got like a bunch of people like bumping heads at one time on three looking ass. Anyway, I'm up out of here. Ola the body Obi Saeem, man, the chosen, the Avenger. Figure it out. Peace.